Hello everybody. In this video we're going to distinguish between population and sample. So here we have a school newspaper randomly selects 30 students from each grade level to participate in a survey to determine the options of the opinions of students at the school. What is the relationship between the sophomores surveyed and the students surveyed and all the students in the school? So we have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors being surveyed. And in statistics, when we look at the full set of the members in this group, and we want to know something about the full vast majority of these people, we call this a population. So the group of all the students at the school is the population that the school newspaper is studying in their survey. So again, all sets are the set of all members of the group that you want to know something about. This is called the population. Now here we kind of want to know how the sophomores surveyed, what their answers were. Well, when you take a sample, the sample is a subset of the population that is being studied to answer a statistical question about the population. So the group of all the students who were surveyed is a sample of the students at the school. They might not have hit every student at the school. They might have hit 75% of the students at the school because maybe some people were out or they just were in a class that they couldn't get to. So as the group of sophomores who were surveyed will kind of represent the sophomore class. So in this case, we have the definition of a sample. So a sample, again, is a subset of the population that is being studied to answer a statistical question about the population. So the group of all the students who were surveyed is a sample of the students at the school, as is the group of sophomores who were surveyed. So again, a sample. All right, so the second thing is let's look at another way of polling, another way of looking at this data. So let's take away our high school students and let's look at a polling organization. And they randomly choose eligible voters in the state of Illinois to ask who they would vote for in the upcoming election for governor to determine who will win the election. We do this all the time. We recently went through an election, so we've seen how these polls get conducted. This is basically just how we could get information about what's coming up. So what are the samples and the population in this scenario? So the population, again, we're looking at Illinois eligible voters. So the population is all the voters in Illinois who are eligible to vote. The sample is all the people the polling organization asks about their voting plans. The people selected by the polling organization are a subset of the voting population, because again, they're not getting everybody in the population, they're selecting certain people. This is going to be your sample. So it's a subset of the voting population. All right, so there is an example of population and sample when we look at data and what data really represents and what data really means. If you guys have any questions, again, we're building that foundation for statistics and getting to know these terms. So when we start looking and analyzing data, we understand what we're looking at, what we're analyzing, and what the output should be, and to keep our data as unbiased as possible. So again, if you have any questions or comments, always feel free to ask, and I will catch you in the next video.